it's the Phantom Safety Pin, and welcome back to Let's Play Escape from Lavender Town. Nah, it's Pokemon Nuzlocke Red. I'm not gonna play that game again. It scared me too much the first time. Alright, so here we are in the Pokemon Tower. About to go fight Jack. Hey, Phantom, what brings you here? Your Pokemon don't look dead. You bastard! I lost 4 Pokemon! You are a terrible person! Screw you and your Raticate. Alright, here's a Pidgeotto. And interesting thing, Jack's Raticate will not appear in the battle. There's an interesting theory involving that Raticate. The theory being that, you killed the rival's Raticate in the last battle. And the Poké Center couldn't save it, so, that's why he's here. Yeah. This was a game for children! A family video game! This was rated E for everyone. So, we're gonna ignore that creepy little theory and fight Jack here. And already the Pidgeotto's gone. Dead, fainted. And Rocky has grown to level 22. He's well on his way. Jack's got a couple new buddies, an Execute. And he's also caught another friend, which we'll see in a second. Execute is a Psychic-type Pokemon and a Grass-type Pokemon. It will later show its Grass-type attributes once it evolves into, well, 3 creepy faces on a tree stalk. But, we'll ignore that for now. Right now it's using Barrage, another multi-type move, another multi-turn move, and, Barrage will hit, I think, 2 to 5 times, 2 to 4 or 2 to 5 times. And if one crit hits, like with all multi-turn moves, multi-hit moves, if it crit hits, it will crit hit every single time. And here's his other new buddy, a Gyarados, which I'm forced to assume means he caught a Magikarp and raised it up to the level of a Gyarados, because I really can't imagine anybody just randomly catching a Gyarados. They're kind of hard to catch. And yes, you can hook them with fishing rods, but it has to be like a super rod, I think. Anyway, Gyarados is a Water/Flying type, because if it was a Water/Dragon type, it would be hella overpowered. So we're just gonna send in Flora to deal with him, as you see here. And Flora is going to kick its butt. Kind of a little disrespectful to be battling on the graves of Pokemon, I think. Ow. Dragon Rage. And yes, Dragon-type Pokemon are quite overpowered. But I am the better trainer, and I prevail. Alessa has grown to level 27, and I lied. Alessa did not learn a new move in the last video. She actually learned it in this video. She has learned Psybeam, an excellent move, which is a much stronger psychic attack, actually. And so she can continue just destroying everything. And there's that Kadabra, so we're gonna send in somebody who is a little less poison-typey to deal with it. Jay, here you go. You're good with psychological disturbances and things that screw with your mind, right? You've dealt with that before. I think you'll be fine. So we're just gonna send Jay in and do Fury Attack and leer at it. And wow, he really has not trained his Kadabra much at all, has he? Your rival doesn't seem to be training the Pokemon all up to be similar level to each other, but it seems like he's not. It doesn't really seem like he's doing very well. He never seems to be very good at raising his Pokemon. Especially in the first generation, because I have not once had an issue with the rival yet. Probably because I'm a hella cautious trainer and I train excessively. I grind and I grind and I grind. How's your Pokedex coming, pal? I just caught a Cubone. Blah 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 blah. I can't go. I doubt there are any left. Well, he brings up the... Smell you later. Oh my god. Gag. But yeah, we're just gonna continue going on to the Pokemon Tower. And yes, you have to defeat him to go anywhere else in the Pokemon Tower. Let's talk to this lady. Even we could not identify the wayward ghosts. A Silph Scope might be able to unmask them. And since it's a game for Babby, if you didn't get it before, you got the hint now. You need to go get the Silph Scope, which is over in the Celedon department store, over in Celedon. So we're gonna be going to Celedon next out of this. But first, let's beat up some of these, zombies? Okay, it's just a channeler. Apparently a possessed channeler. And look at this Ghastly, you guys. This is the worst Ghastly sprite I've ever seen. It gets a lot better in the later games. But the Haunter sprite never is as cool in the later generations as it is in Gen 1, in my opinion. So, Ghastly is a Ghost-type Pokemon, actually the first one we will see, one of only 3 in the game. It knows moves like Confuse Ray, which is basically a 100% guaranteed to hit version of Supersonic, in that it will confuse your Pokemon. Normal moves cannot hit Ghost-type Pokemon at all. There are moves in later generations that will let you, hit Ghost-type Pokemon. I believe one of them is, Lock-On? I'm not sure. There are some moves that will let you do that. Foresight, for one. But yeah. Lick is the other move it uses. If it licks you too many times, you will become paralyzed. In fact, the idea is that Ghastly's tongue is made out of poisonous gases that will paralyze its prey, and it will lick you to death until you die. So we're just gonna send out a poison type to deal with that, because Rocky is getting his ass handed to him. Send out Medusa, who immediately gets confused. We need to try to catch one of these things, you guys. And you see if Confusion works its magic not in your favor while you're in a two-turn move. Welp. Nightshade is yet another move it uses. Nightshade is an interesting move in that it will always do an amount of damage to your Pokemon equal to the Pokemon's level. The user's level. So this Ghastly's level 23, so it'll always do 23 points of damage. And it gets stronger and stronger and stronger the higher level you are, so you want to keep Nightshade. Ow. Oh my god. Wow, this battle dragged on a long time. I'm sorry. But at least the Lick won't be as much of a problem now. But at least he's not confused anymore. Ow. I have to use Poison Sting on this Ghastly because a Horn Attack being a normal type move, again, will not hit it. I started running out of moves until I realized, wait a minute, I can just use my Psychic type Pokemon. Yes, the Psychic type is actually very, very strong against the Ghost type. But the catch is the Ghost type is strong against the Psychic type. Ghost type moves will hurt Psychic type Pokemon, and Psychic type moves will hurt Ghost type Pokemon. So if we catch a Ghost Pokemon, we're going to have to really train our Pokemon up in order to beat any more. And we have encountered something. Yep, we've encountered the Ghost. It'll say, darn, the Ghost can't be ID'd. You also cannot attack the Ghost. Ghost goes, get out, and it'll say, your Pokemon is too scared to move, so there's nothing you can do except run. And there I showed off an interesting little glitch, in that a Pokemon appeared at the same time as I stepped in front of a channeler. I'm guessing that I am guessing very much so that the, priority for a trainer seeing you versus a wild Pokemon encounter is lower. So I'm not sure what causes that glitch, but I think it's just another oversight by the programmers. Ouch. And there you see Nightshade in effect. Nasty move. I don't know if they changed it in later games and made it so that, again, Ghost types did affect Psychic types, or they always did. But what we're doing is we're exercising all of the channelers. Yes, we're performing exorcisms right now. And really, there's no point into going up to the upper levels because, again, we do not have the Sylph Scope. And just to make sure that I don't have an issue anymore, I switch Alessa up to the top here. Because I think Rocky has had enough. Gonna use some Super Potions, heal up here, make sure Alessa's alright to go. I forget if I go through all my Super Potions here or not. Nope. So let's get this last channeler out of the way and get the hell out of here. This is easily one of the creepiest locations in the Pokemon universe. Bar none, hands down, easily the scariest. I don't know why I didn't use Psybeam there, it would have been easier. But then again, confusion destroys everything, so... Especially these ghost types. What am I doing? You were kind of possessed. Yeah, let's get out of here. This place is giving me the creeps. Severe creeps. We're just going now. Gonna leave. Gonna leave and go to a place that's not Lavender Town. And I cut there because you didn't want to see me heal, so we're gonna head off this way. Which is actually the only route into Celedon right now. Glad we're out of frickin' Lavender Town, yeah. Going to swap out Alessa for another Pokemon. Looks like I'm swapping out for Rocky here to train him up. And try to get these other Pokemon up to a decent level, so they're all level 30-ish. I thought there was something up there wasn't. There might be something hidden, I don't know. Let's go fight some gamblers. I'm a rambling, gambling dude. Lord, I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living and doing the best I can. When it comes to leaving, I hope you'll understand that I was born a rambling man. I really, really suck at singing. I shouldn't sing in my Let's Plays. I'm terrible. I'm a horrible singer. I don't know why you guys put up with me. And here we show a nice example of Rocky completely destroying this Growlithe with his Rock Throw. Rocky does learn some better Rock-type moves, I believe, later. And once again, we see that Roar does nothing in battle. And here's a Vulpix. Again, I don't know how this guy is getting both Vulpix and Growlithe. But my Rock Throw is super effective on them. So, I'm taking what I can get. Missed the big score. Yes, you did. Now we're gonna go back and fight this girl right here. This lovely young lady. Look at her ponytail, so cute. What's a cute, round and fluffy Pokemon? Jigglypuff. It's not Jigglypuff! It's not Pop-Tarts! Actually, she doesn't use Jigglypuff. She uses Clefairies. 2 of them. And Rocky can sort of be useful against Clefairy, but actually the weakness of the normal typing is the fighting type. Which makes it interesting that they included so many normal types in the game up until recently. Not really much more to say here, just gonna keep on going. Clefairy is an interesting Pokemon. Like I said, it's a normal type Pokemon. It learns very similar moves to Jigglypuff. So stuff like Double Slap, Pound, Sing. The signature move of Jigglypuff is Sing. And the signature move of Clefairy is Metronome. Metronome will pick a random move out of all the move pools ever in the game, and will do it. So out of all the so many moves in the game, it'll pick a random move and do that move. I don't know if Encore is present in this game as well, but Jigglypuff and Clefairy both do learn Encore. And of course, it's the cutest looking Pokemon ever. It's a little fairy Pokemon. And actually, it becomes a fairy type Pokemon in X and Y, as does Jigglypuff and certain other normal type Pokemon. As you can see, there it is, using Sing. So I guess Sing isn't the signature move of Jigglypuff. My bad. I know Metronome is Clefairy's thing, though. The other thing is, apparently they dance under the light of the moon, and you can indeed evolve Clefairy into Clefable with a Moonstone. There are Clefairy able to be found on Mount Moon, but you have to be there, I think, a certain day. I forget how that works. And Rocky has woken back up, so we can just... Oh, god damn it! Freaking Clefairy, man. Yeah, send out Medusa to finish him off. And she does make quick work of them. So there's Wrap in effect again. Does not do very much damage, but it's okay because it's a multi-tap turn move. Stop, don't be so mean to my Clefairy! Oh, F you and your Clefairy. Well, that's gonna be it for now, I think. Rocky's in a bit of a bind. So, I'm gonna end it here. And until next time, this is the Phantom Safety Pin, signing off. I will see you in the next video when we head towards Celedon.